Strange Block Beats.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score? Run up the board, breaking them all. Hey, hey, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Hey, hey, coming from on. You don't want partners, you already know it. Hey, hey, come on to it. You already know I'm finna go do it. Hey, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Hey, walking into a room, chest up with my chin. Hey, already finished for this joint, even begin. Hey, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. No way, yeah, never pretend. Hey, back in the lab again. You were not touching the friends, ayy. You were not touching the kin, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number two, I came in to win. They said I'm tapped in with the action, they got the master on the master. I can never move passive, I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the chains like I'm Depot. Pit dog walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Oh, it's magic like some. We want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life. I ain't passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrifice and heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me back up out my way. Yeah, I promise you, you cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I know I sound cocky, but watch me. I'll show you what horror got me. Parameters. You are not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This excellence. Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Ay, you know I'm a beast.
Hey, big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah. Giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family, the FOPE family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat, and also the elders, Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Big salute to the elders. As you see the title, family, Mount Ararat, the land of Ham, the true land of Israel and Jerusalem. The Most High put it on my spirit. I feel something different that didn't hit me. The Most High put it on my spirit and allowed the Gentile man to show kindness to your brother K. Judah. The Most High inheritance continuously is being disrespected. The inheritance that he gave Jacob is being disrespected every day, every hour of the day, every second of the day. Noah rejoiced and went ballistic over the inheritance of Shem. But Israel is going crazy over the inheritance of Ham. We praise Ham inheritance more than Ham praise his own inheritance. And we diminish the Most High's inheritance that he blessed us with because we have been brainwashed to believe that the Most High will give two groups of people the same inheritance within an inheritance. But we're going to walk this down today, and I'm going from Noah all the way down to prove to you that you've been lied to. You don't got to believe me. You shouldn't believe me. What you should believe is the scriptures. See, a lot of people, they just want to be right. I'd rather be accurate with the scriptures. So please, family, follow along. Get your Bible. Get you some pen and paper. Write this down. Look at these maps that I'm going to show you. Because even if you tell me all them maps wrong you using, K. Judah, well, go show me the right maps. Because I also got Google Earth. And I sure can manipulate Google Earth. I didn't put pin marks on Google Earth. And we going to see if the outline on the maps is the same outline that I'm going to show you on Google Earth. The Most High and Yahshua about to set the record straight today. I guarantee you when I get done with this, it will be clear to you where is your inheritance and where is Ham's inheritance. Because this is not about Ham or me diminishing anybody. I've never been to Africa. But you have people speaking on the so-called Middle East like they've been there. Let Ham enjoy his inheritance, and you need to turn east, where Jerusalem at, the real Jerusalem, and be thankful for your inheritance, family. Because what the Most High gave you was better than any inheritance he gave Ham, even the sons of Japheth and Ham. Shem got the best land of all lands. But that ain't what you being told. You are being told to diminish your inheritance and uplift Ham's inheritance. Let's get it. I'm gonna have my window open all day, so I'm gonna be looking at the chat and asking y'all critical thinking questions from my phone. So the first thing I want to do, we gonna start with the flood. We gotta go with the flood. I got everything in decency and in order. We gonna walk it down and let the Bible be true and every man a liar. And like my elder Yashia said last time, you either speaking the words of Yahweh or you speaking the words of somebody else. Because the things that a lot of these people say, I can't find in the book. But people believe what they say without fact checking the book. Let me open up this window. Let's get it. Let's let the Bible handle business. The first scripture I'm going to is Genesis chapter 7. Let me open up my window because we're going to walk this down. Line by line and precept by precept. I'm going to praise the inheritance that was given to us. I'm going to allow a man to enjoy his own inheritance, and I'm going to rejoice in that inheritance that was given to us because it's the best land of all lands. That's what the book say. That's what Noah said. Noah rejoiced at the inheritance of Shem. Went crazy because he knew Mount Sinai, Garden of Eden, and Jerusalem all face each other in Shem's inheritance. Knowledge. Let's get it, family. We're going to Genesis. And we're going to walk this down. Let's start with the flood. Let's start with the flood, family. And like I say, we're going to walk this down. The book of Genesis chapter 7. And I called Elder Yashia and asked him a question. And he told me I was on point. Had to call the elder. Make sure I was on point. This is Genesis chapter 7. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. And this Bible about to walk this down, and it ain't going to take long. Because I'm getting to my points real quick, and I'm getting out the way. Genesis chapter 7 and verse 1. And it reads, And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thou house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Jump down to verse 11 through 13. 11 through 13. And it reads, In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven was open, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the selfsame day enter Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. A lot of times your own righteousness can save your whole house. The Bible tells us about Noah's righteousness. It didn't say nothing about his 3 sons. It said Noah's righteousness. So a lot of times you can be doing right and those around you can be saved and protected by your righteousness. Jump down to verse 17 to 24. 17 to 24. And it reads, and the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth, and the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went up upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven was covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains was covered. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died, and every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heavens, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. So time out. It rained 40 days and 40 nights, meaning that's how long it actually rained. But the rain that prevailed upon the earth happened 150 days. So let's get this right. It happened in the second month. The boat landed in Mount Ararat in the 7th month. So between the 2nd and the 7th, we have 5 months in between that. So let me show you what I did. Let me open up this calculator real quick. Let me show y'all what I did. Okay, you see this calculator? So what I did, family, if it prevailed 150 days, it rained 40 days and 40 nights, 5 months in between the 2nd to the 7th month. So I did 150 divided by 5. And it gave me 30. Why, K. Judah? 5 months, 30 days. Let me say that again. 5 months, 30 days for each month, right? Then I added 40 back to the 30. Let's see what we get. Plus 40. Let's get out of there. That's wrong. It gave me 30 plus 40. What is you doing? Hold on, family. 150 divided by 5 gave me 30. I don't know why it is. I don't know why it's saying 70. It's supposed to be 150. What is you doing? It's supposed to brought back 150. I don't know what it's doing, family. Hold on. I'm doing something wrong. Hold up. Oh, that's why. Okay, I got y'all. I'm sorry. I got it. 150 divided by 150 divided by 5. Divide 150 divided. What is this thing doing, bro? We're gonna get there. I don't know why it's tripping. Look at that. It's tripping. 150 divided by 5 equal 30. Okay, there we go. Is it times 40? Nope, that ain't it. I forgot what I did. I know it was 150 divided by 5. I'll come back to this. I forgot what I did. I'm gonna show y'all later. It supposed to brought back 150, not 70. It supposed to be 150. So I'm trying to remember what I did. Hold up. I did it when I was putting it together. I forgot what I did. But anyway, 150 divided by 5 gave me 30. It was 5 months in between the 30 days. I added something that gave me 150. I'm just trying to remember what I added. Let me see. I know it was 40. I'll come back to this. I'll come back to this, family. Let me get out of there. I'll come back. I'll show y'all in a minute. I broke it down. Oracle, do you remember what I told you? I think, was it 30 times 5? It was something I did. Hold up. 30 times 5. There you go. Lee, thank you, Father. Thank you, Brother Tim. Man, I got so much information, man, I'm losing my own mind. All right, let me do it again, bro. Jesus. That's what it was. 30 times 5. Dang. Let's do it again, man. It was 150 divided by 5. It gave me 30 times 5, y'all, because the 5 months equals 150. There you go. Jesus. Thank you, Brother Tim. Thank you. My brother helped me out, man. Y'all see that? 5 months between the 2nd month to the 7th month. And there we go, 150. How long the rain prevail, family? That's how long the rain prevail, 150 days. So that means that from that 2nd month all the way to the 7th, we got 5 months in between. That's a lot of rain. That's why the mountains was covered, nothing was seen, family. So I got to remember this. It's 30 times 5. Thank you, brother. I almost lost my train of thought. So now y'all see it for yourself. 150 divided by 5, 30 times 5. Because the 5 months, 150 days. So now I can get out of here. Let's go back. Let's go back. Right here. So let's do it one more time. And big salute to my brother Tim. Because I'm up here going 30 plus 40. So it's 150 divided by 5 equals 30 times 5 give you 150, family. There you go. 150 days. Okay? 150 days. Now we can go back to the Bible. Now let's go to Genesis chapter 8 and verse 1 through 4. Genesis chapter 8 and verse 1 through 4. You see why you need them second witnesses and your brothers and sisters helping you out? That's why you can't be puffed up, bro. You see how I got stuck and my brother came right behind me and helped me out. That's the way it works, family. This is Genesis chapter 8 and verse 1 through 4. Genesis chapter 8 and verse 1 through 4. And it reads, and Elohim remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And Elohim made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The fountains also of the deep, and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated, and the ark rested in the 7th month. Y'all heard that? It happened in the 2nd month, and it rested on the 7th month. How many months in between from the 2nd to the 7th? 5. 5, family. 5 months. Verse 4 again. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. Let's go to the next photo. The mountains of Ararat, right? Here you go. Here you go, family. This is Mount Ararat. This is where the ark landed at. Mount Ararat. Now, I want you to look at this photo. It has a little Ararat and it has a greater Ararat. I just want to read to you that this is a real place, because you always hear people saying the flood never happened. It's a fake story. Noah never existed. Y'all hear these things from these non-believers, right? Who come against our power. But let me go to the next photo and show you this is a real place. This is Encyclopedia Britannica. It say Mount Ararat, Turkish, extinct volcano master, eastern Turkey. Near the Iranian border, Ararat has 2 peaks. Greater Ararat, the highest point of elevation in Turkey, and Little Ararat. So you see it for yourself. It say Ararat is traditionally associated with the mountain where Noah's Ark came to rest at the end of the biblical deluge. So you see it for yourself, family, that Mount Ararat is a real place. Little Ararat and Greater Ararat. This is where Noah's boat landed at. This is where Noah's boat landed at. Now, it's finna get real interesting. Let's get it. Y'all see this? This is the book of Jubilees, chapter 10, and verse 27 to 34. I told y'all we walking this down. We walking this down. We walking this down. This is Jubilees, chapter 10, and verse 27 to 34. Now, I want you to remember, Noah's boat landed in Mount Ararat. We all agree on that, right? We all can agree. Mount Ararat. Watch what happened, though. Now, I need to ask y'all a question. Let me go back. Before I read this, I need y'all to help me out. If Noah's boat landed in Mount Ararat, which is in the north, what direction will Ham's children have to go to get to their inheritance? Before I read it, I just want y'all to help me out. If this is north, what direction will Noah's children have to go to get to their inheritance? I'm going to check out the chat before I read it. Thank you. Thank you, McMain. Thank you, Sis Shannon. Thank you, Essential Growth. Thank y'all. They will have to go south. Let's see if the Jubilees say they went south. Let's see. Let's go to Jubilees now. I told y'all we walking this down. This is Jubilees chapter 10 and verse 27 to 34. In the 4th week in the 1st year, in the beginning thereof, in the 34th Jubilee, where they dispersed from the land of Shinar. And Ham and his sons went into the land which he was to occupy, which he acquired as his portion in the land of the south. Thank y'all, family. And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon. Hold up, K. Judah. Canaan saw the land of Lebanon. So if Lebanon doesn't belong to the children of Israel, who do it belong to? And why did Canaan get cursed for taking it? Knowledge. Verse 29, and Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt. Y'all are going to find out today that the river of Egypt and the Nile River is 2 different things. The river of Egypt is called the brook of Egypt. I'm going to prove that to you. Or Sahur. According to Joshua chapter 13, verse 3. I'm going to find out if the Most High also said to the river of Egypt, or did he say the Nile River, which is the river Gihon. He didn't say the Nile River. He said the river of Egypt. Two different things. But people get them confused. Let me keep going. And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, that it was very good. No, ain't nothing good over there in that so-called dirt and that so-called Middle East. Ain't nothing good over there. And he saw Lebanon, that it was very good. And he went not into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea. I'm going to show you all this. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward. Hold up, time out. Eastward and westward is between the Jordan River. Eastward and westward, meaning that he dwelt west of the Jordan River, and he dwelt east of the Jordan River. Why are your teachers deliberately lying on scriptures and saying that the continent belonged to you, but we can see here that Canaan did not go into his inheritance, which is what you know as the continent of Africa, but he stole a part of the Israelites' inheritance and dwelt from east to west of the Jordan River. That's what it means when it say east and west. And he went not into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward, from the border of Jordan and from the border of the sea. And Ham his father and Cush and Mizraim his brother said unto him, Thou hast settled in a land which is not thine, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so, for if thou do so, thou and thy sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. And for by sedition have ye settled, and by sedition will thy children fall. And thou should be rooted out forever. Dwell not in the dwellings of Shem. Dwell not in the dwellings of Shem. Do you come from Ham or do you come from Shem? Because if he say dwell not in the dwellings of Shem, this part of inheritance was given to the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, we're not going to deal with all Shem's inheritance because Shem had other children that also received their inheritance within the inheritance of Shem. But Lebanon belongs to the 12 tribes of Israel, which was given down to Abraham, given down to Isaac, given down to Jacob, to his 12 sons. So I have not read yet that the continent of Africa belonged to you. It said that Canaan and them was supposed to go to the west. That's the continent of Africa. So why are they lying, telling you that's your inheritance, when we just read that Lebanon belongs to Shem and his descendants? Verse 31, dwell not in the dwellings of Shem, for to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot. Curse art thou, and curse should thou be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of the holy judge and in the presence of Noah our father. But he did not hearken unto them, and dwelt in the land of Lebanon from Hamath to the entering in of Egypt, he and his sons unto this day. And for this reason, the land is called Canaan. It was never called Canaan, family. It was called the promised land, or the land that flow with milk and honey. Now, I'm about to show you something. Remember, he was supposed to go to his inheritance, but he did not. Look at this. This is Mount Ararat, right? This is Mount Ararat. And the beloved family did already put in the chat they had to go south. This is north. As they going south, they go Canaan. As they going south, they supposed to went down here to Egypt. Canaan stopped right by the Mediterranean Sea. He saw Lebanon, and look what he did. As they coming down from Mount Ararat, which is in Turkey, here go Lebanon, right here. Do y'all see Lebanon? By the Mediterranean Sea? Here go Lebanon. So as they coming down south, Canaan stopped right here in Lebanon. And you also got to remember, you have something called the Lebanon Mountains. The Lebanon Mountains. So Canaan stopped right here, and look what the name of the land became. Canaan. Look at this right here. Canaan. This is not his land. Why did he take it? And once he took it and did not go into his inheritance, look what happened. Now we got this. There you go. There you go. There you go, family. Now you have this. Y'all see all his children? Y'all see Canaan's children? The Girgashites, the Canaanites, the Amorites, the Jebusites, the Perizzites, the Hittites, and the Hivites. Look what Canaan did. It didn't belong to him, but he took it. Now remember, I got to prove to y'all, the Bible said that they was dwelling from east and west. Now let me bring this in close because I want you to see this. You see this Jordan River? This is the Jordan River. I'm going to also show you, because everybody keep worrying about this little piece of dirt. But Canaan's children was also dwelling east of the Jordan River by the Moabites and the Ammonites. Okay? East of the Jordan River is where you get the Edomites, the Moabites, and the Ammonites. So Canaan's children was dwelling from east, over here with Moab in them, and west by the Mediterranean Sea. This is where Lebanon was, to the west. And to the east is the Edomites, the Moabites, and the Ammonites. I got a good critical thinking question. I thought our land is in the continent of Africa. Canaan didn't go to his inheritance, which is the continent of Africa as you know it today. It was never called Africa. All these new names and all them names in Africa, the Bible told us that we dwelt in the land of Ham. It wasn't called all these names that you see. It was just called the land of Ham. And Ham had Cush, Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan. Okay? So as you see, his children dwelt in the land of Lebanon, and look at all these names. His children. So hold up, K. Judah. Hold up, brother. If the Lebanon don't belong to them, who do it belong to then? Because this can't be our inheritance, K. Judah. Look at this. This don't look like no plush land and green grass, and y'all, it's kind of sad to me that our ancestors was dwelling from east to west, but y'all only want to focus on the west part, but you don't tell that they was also dwelling east of the Jordan River. I'm going to prove everything today. So Canaan's children stole our inheritance that we got from our ancestor Shem. But what happened, K. Judah? Let's go to Joshua chapter 1 and verse 1 through 4. Joshua chapter 1 and verse 1 through 4. Let's see who this belonged to. Joshua chapter 1 and verse 1 through 4. Let me bag this up a little bit, because y'all can see it for yourself what Canaan did. This is all his children, family. They stole our inheritance. This is Joshua chapter 1 and verse 1 through 4. Listen closely, family. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of our Elohim, it came to pass that our Elohim spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise and go over this Jordan. Know the continent of Africa. Go over this Jordan. Now, okay, Judah, you got it wrong, brother. They in the continent of Africa. Go over this Jordan Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I thought they was in the continent of Africa. He told them to go over Jordan. He telling Joshua this. What do you mean go over Jordan? Because they was already east of the Jordan River. He telling them to cross over and go west to the part that Canaan stole. So once they defeated who they was supposed to defeat it on that east side, now it's time to cross over and go to the west side and take down the rest of Canaan's children. Knowledge. Verse 2 again. My servant Moses is dead. Now therefore arise and go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them. Now they diminishing your land. To the land do I do give to them. Now they say this ain't no kind of land. They say this land is pathetic. They've been disrespecting your land, Most High Yah. You just told them to cross over Jordan and go inherit the land that you gave them. But your Israelite servants that they say you called them, but they deliberately lying to your people, saying that this is not our inheritance, that the continent of Africa is our inheritance. But you think Yah gonna put our inheritance in another man's inheritance? You think Yah is gonna give us inheritance inside of Ham's inheritance? Make it make sense. Verse 3, every place that the sole of your foot should tread upon, that I have given unto you, as I said unto Moses. Listen closely to what he just said. He say every place that the sole of their foot also tread upon kings to the east. And they took them down, and I'm going to prove that today. And they also was dwelling on the east side of the Jordan River. And they were also dwelling on the west side of the Jordan River. So every place that the sole of their foot touched, it became theirs. That don't sound like a little piece of land to me. That sound like a big old plot of land the size of California. Here it go, family. Verse 4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon. Read it again, King Judah. From this wilderness and this Lebanon. You got to do that one more time, King Judah. From this wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, and all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea. What is the great sea? Can somebody put in the chat for me, what is the great sea? What is the great sea, my beloved family? Because he already told you the great river Euphrates. What is the great sea? I need some help. Thank you, Mac Man. The Mediterranean Sea, family, is the Great Sea, and it's also called the uttermost sea. The Great Sea, or when he said your border should be to the uttermost sea, that's the Mediterranean Sea, family. So time out. I'm confused again. If he just told Joshua that your land should be from Lebanon to the great river Euphrates and to the Great Sea, I still don't see how this in the continent of Africa. Somebody got to make this make sense to K. Judah. Because it's either y'all lying, because you can't say I'm lying. I'm reading the book. And he just told Joshua from Lebanon to the great river Euphrates to the Great Sea. That's the Mediterranean Sea. So let's keep going. Thank y'all. Thank y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for y'all participation. So now that we got that out the way, let's go to Jubilees chapter 8. Let me get out of here because I told y'all everything is in order. Everything is in order. Everything is in order, people. Okay, so y'all see what right here? What he did, right? Now watch this. Let's go to Joshua chapter 13 and verse 1 and 3. Joshua chapter 13 and verse 1 through 3. So I can prove to you that the river of Egypt is not the Nile River. Let's prove this real quick. Let's prove this. The river of Egypt is not the Nile River. The river Gihon is the Nile River, not the river of Egypt. Let's go to Joshua chapter 13 and verse 1 through 3. Joshua chapter 13 and verse 1 through 3. Joshua chapter 13, verse 1 through 3. And it reads, Now Joshua was old and stricken in years. And the Elohim said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land. No, a little dirt. There remaineth very much land. Now, okay, Judah, it's just nothing but a little piece of dirt. And there remaineth very much land to be possessed. This is the land that yet remaineth all the borders of the Philistines. Where do the Philistines dwell at, my beloved family? Do they not dwell by the Mediterranean Sea, by Ekron, Ashdod? Is it not true? Is it not true that the Philistines dwelt by the Mediterranean Sea? They were sea people. Why is he mentioning the Philistines if our inheritance is on the continent of Africa? Make it make sense. Verse 2. This is the land that yet remaineth all the borders of the Philistines and all the Gershurites. From Sahor, listen again, from Sahor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron, northward. That's right here, the Philistines. That's the Philistines, which is counted to the Canaanites, 5 lords of the Philistines, and the Girgashites, and the Estethites, and the Escalonites, and the Gittites, and the Ekronites, and also the Hivites. Yo, did you just see this? He said from the river Sahor. So what is the river Sahor? Let me show you. Let's go to the next photo. First thing I want to do is read it to you first. This is the International Standard Bible Encyclopedia of 1915. It's a Shakor, also written without the Yad and Wa in Hebrew and incorrectly Sahor in English. A stream of water mentioned in connection with Egypt. Joshua 13 and verse 3 speaks of the Sahor, which is before Egypt, a stream which commentators have thought to be the brook of Egypt. No, the Nile River. The brook of Egypt. Now, okay, Judah, it's the Nile River, brother. No, the brook of Egypt. The stream which separates Egypt from Palestine now is called the Wadi el-Ararat. Okay, Judah, can you prove this on a map? Yes, I can. But let's get one more so we can knock it out the park. Right here. Sahor again. A body of water situated east of Egypt. That Ali was to be Israel's southwestern boundary. Some scholars believe Sahor is the brook of Egypt, the Wadi el-Ararat. Others believe Sahor refers to an eastern branch of the Nile River. Now we go by what the Bible say. He said the river of Egypt, not the Nile River. Because the Nile River is called the River Gihon. The river of Egypt is what I'm about to show you right now. Let's get it. Y'all see this right here? I brought it all the way in close. Look. What do that say, family? Here go the river that it's talking about. Here go Israel. Here go Egypt. Do this look like the Nile River to y'all? The Nile River all the way over here, family. He didn't say the Nile River. He said the river of Egypt, which is called what, K. Judah? Wadi el-Ararat. Let me bring it in close so you can see. Wadi el-Ararat, family. That's the river Sahor. In the book of Joshua, chapter 13, verse 3. And I want you to pay very close attention. He say it should be your southwestern boundary. It is. It actually is. Look, it's going south. And it stops right here. Here go Israel. And look at Egypt. He say it was east of Egypt. And there go Egypt right there. This is the river that divides Israel and Egypt, not the Nile River. It is called the Wadi el-Ararat. Why nobody not teaching y'all this? It's just a few brothers that I know who teach the truth when it comes to the inheritance that was given to Shem and to the 12 tribes of Israel. So here go the Wali El Aresh, which is also called the River Sahor, and is right here where this line is. This is the river that divides Israel from Egypt. And here go the Nile. So you know he's not talking about the Nile, because the Nile all the way over here. He's talking about the Wali El Aresh. I hope y'all see that with your own eyes. I hope you see that with your own eyes. Can't nobody say K. Judah lying. He making it up. No, I'm not. I just read Joshua chapter 13, verse 3. I read what the Sahor means. It's Wali El Aresh. It is a dry riverbed, natural boundary. Boundary for who? Egypt and Israel. This the boundary that they share. Now, I want to make a good point. If he would have said the Nile River, which is right here, right? This is the Nile River. If this right here was the Nile River that divided Egypt from Israel, that means Goshen would have been a part of our inheritance. And we should have never left Goshen. Make it make sense. If the Nile River what divides Israel from Egypt, and we was dwelling east of the Nile River in Goshen, that means we should have never left Goshen. So that's how you know he's not talking about the Nile River. He's talking about the Wali El Aresh, which is the River Sahor. Okay? Now let's go to Jubilees chapter 8, because now I got to prove to you that the continent, that whole continent as you know it, was given to Ham and his children. Let's go prove it. Okay, first I got to show you this. Here go the proof. Let me bring it in. What do this say right here? River Sahor. Y'all see it? And you see this little line right here, this black line. That's the river, which is called Wali El Aresh, that divides Israel and Egypt. It's right there, River Sahor. So you see it with your own eyes. You see it with your own eyes. River Sahor. And you can see the black line right there. It is dividing Israel from Egypt. This is called Wali El Aresh. Okay? So Israel do not go into Egypt, family. There's a river that stops it for us not to enter into Egypt. So there's a boundary, the River Sahor, which is Wali El Aresh. It stops us from going into Ham's land. And it stops Ham from coming into our land. River Sahor. So now we can go to Jubilees and see what was given to Ham. Oh, hold on. Okay, I proved that. River Sahor. Now let's go to Ham and his children. Here you go, family. Now I'm going to read it first, then I'm going to show you the map, what was given to Ham's children. Let's get it. This is Jubilees chapter 8, verse 22 to 24. It say, and for Ham came forth the second portion, beyond the Gihon, towards the south, to the right of the garden, and it extend toward the south, and it extend to all the mountains of fire, and it extends towards the west to the sea of Atel, and it extends toward the west till it reaches the sea of Mauk. That sea into which everything which is not destroyed descends. And it goes forth toward the north to the limits of Gadir. And it goes forth to the coast of the waters of the sea, to the waters of the great sea, which is the Mediterranean Sea, till it draws near to the river Gihon. I'm going to prove to you the river Gihon is the Nile River. And goes along the river Gihon till it reaches the right of the Garden of Eden. No, K. Judah, you better not be saying that, because they say the Garden of Eden is in the continent of Africa. But I'm about to show them a map that the Garden of Eden is sitting outside of the continent of Africa, because it was given to Shem. Knowledge. Verse 24. And this is the land which came forth for Ham, and the portion which he was to occupy for even for himself and his sons unto their generations forever. Let's go to the map. Now I want you to look at this map, and I'm going to break it down. I put a big old circle around it. Let's bring it in close. First, let me show you the river Gihon. Do y'all not see the river Gihon right here? It's the Nile River. This is the Nile River, family, the river Gihon. So in Joshua chapter 13, verse 3, when he said to the river of Egypt, he was not talking about the river Gihon. He was talking about the Wali El Aresh. Now let's prove this. Where's the Garden of Eden sitting at? It's outside of Ham's inheritance, family. I told y'all the Bible is a true book. It's just that the people that's teaching you, they have an agenda. It's called an African agenda, to diminish your own inheritance and uplift another man's inheritance. And Yah gave you the best of all, and you diminishing it because you believe that you come from a continent that was given to Ham's children. So remember what he said. He said it goes down to the south, right? By the Red Sea. Then he said to the mountains of fire. Oh, which is over here by Kenya and Ethiopia. So I need to prove to you real quick, what is the mountains of fire? Let's get it. The mountains of fire is this, family. It's called the East African Rift Zone. You can look it up for yourself. It say the distribution of rift valleys on the continents is irregular and relatively sparse, but they seem to occupy a site of incipient plate spreading. Many have volcano cones on their floors or contain deep lakes. The most extensive of the continental rift valleys are those of the East African Rift Zone. This is your mountains of fire. It was given to Ham and his church. Let's go back, K. Judah. I just wanted to prove it's called the East African Rift Zone. Now I can go back. Then he said it goes down to the south of the Sea of what? Let's bag it up. The Sea of Atel, right here. Let me bring it in. The Sea of Atel. This is also the area of the South Atlantic Ocean. First he said it goes south to the mountains of fire. It keep going south till it reaches the Sea of Atel, right here, which is the South Atlantic Ocean. Then he say it goes north till it reaches the Sea of Ma'uk, which is the North Atlantic Ocean. Then he said to the limits of Gadir, here it go, the limits of Gadir, and to the great sea, Gihon. And then he said to the right of that is what? The Garden of Eden, family. It is not in Ham's inheritance. I'm going to say it again. The Garden of Eden is outside of Ham's inheritance. It is not sitting inside of it, family. You have been lied to. I'm going to say it one more time. Everything I just read to you was given to Ham and his children. The whole continent, as you know it, is Africa, was given to Ham and his children. This is their land. And I'm going to prove it even further. And the Garden of Eden was to the right of the great sea Gihon. So that means if I was standing and extend my arm right, if I'm looking straight and put out my right arm, the Garden of Eden was sitting to the right of the great sea Gihon. No, I'm sorry, the great sea and Gihon. It's outside of Ham's inheritance, family. I hope y'all see this. I'm not making this up. You can't say I'm lying. If you upset, you got to take it up with Yah. I'm not here to lie to the people. I'm here for our people to appreciate their own inheritance. This don't got nothing to do with Ham. This don't got nothing to do with diminishing Ham. This has everything to do with inheritance, and we was given a great inheritance, but we are diminishing it because we want to accept other people's inheritance. It doesn't work like that. I'm only here to tell the truth. Now we can go to what was given to Abraham, because we didn't already prove what was given to Ham. It's the whole continent of Africa, as you know it. The whole continent was given to Ham, family. That's why every time you see this symbol and you hear people keep saying, come back home, Black American, come home and build up Africa. Nope. You build up your own inheritance. We going home where the places are desolate, and we're going to build up our inheritance. We don't need to build up another man's inheritance. We didn't did enough work. We didn't already built up America for free. Why we want to go back to a continent and build up your inheritance? No, y'all got a lot of people over there. Build up your own inheritance. Because when we get ready to go home, we're going to build up our inheritance. Now, don't get me wrong. Our people are dwelling on the continent because you migrated there, but you don't come from there. How can you come from a place you had to migrate to? Like that don't ring a bell? The bell got to go off. If you migrated to another man's land, how can you come from that land all of a sudden and start talking about this your land? Now you migrated there. You didn't come from there. You migrated there. Let's go to Abraham now. Because now we got to get to Abraham. Now, I want to prove this. We're going to, prove everything. Now, a lot of people believe this all we was given, right? Look, they believe this all we was given. Everything you see right now, but y'all got to remember, we was dwelling west and east. So I'm going to show you the big old piece of land we got. But this is what he told Abraham. But as time went on, you start to see that the land keep getting stretched out. Boundaries keep getting stretched out. But let's see what he gave Abraham. Let's go to Genesis chapter 15, verse 1. We're walking this down. We're walking this down. Genesis chapter 15 and verse 1. We're going to keep walking this down, family. We're going to let the Bible be true. We're going to walk this down. We're not new to no understanding. We're not new to no understanding. I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't new to no understanding. You must be new. We've been doing this a long time. Now, I want y'all to notice, I don't believe in no so-called Middle East, as they say. I also want you to know that state of Israel that they plotted out, they also plotted out that land by Lebanon and devised a scheme. But I will show you the whole land mass before I get done. It's not a little piece of dirt, family. It's a big old plot of land. And we're going to see it today. We're going to see it today. Let's go to Genesis 15 and verse 1. Genesis 15 and verse 1. And it reads, and after these things, the word of our Elohim came unto Abram in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and thy exceedingly great reward. Jump down to verse 15 and 16. Verse 15 and 16. And it reads, and thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, and thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation, they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. Didn't I show y'all the map that the Girgashites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Havites, the Hittites, did not show you they was dwelling in Shem's land that was given to the 12 tribes of Israel? But I want y'all to notice this, because I did just check the chat out. It don't matter what I'm bringing forth. People are still going to be delusional, and we can't worry about that, family. We dealing with truth, because if everything I'm showing is wrong, go show right. If this is wrong, go teach right. That's how you do that, family. Go teach right. Verse 16 again, but in the fourth generation, they should come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. Now jump down to verse 18 to 21. 18 to 21. And it reads, and in the same day the Elohim made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt. Y'all remember, look, from the river of Egypt, Wadi El Arish. Where else, Lord? unto the great river Euphrates, all the way over here, the great river Euphrates. So at the time he gave it to Abraham, it was from the river of Egypt, Wali El-Arish, all the way to the great river Euphrates right here. How can we, how can you mess this up unless you purposely doing it? How can you mess this up unless you are purposely lying? You can't mess this up, bro, unless you're a liar. So this what he gave to Abraham. From the river of Egypt, the Sahor, to the Euphrates. Okay, so y'all see it with your own eyes. Let me bag it up so we can see it this way. There you go. He gave Abraham all this. But as time go on, you're going to see our land get bigger and bigger. And I'm going to show you that. Okay? I'm going to show you that. Now let's go to Jubilees chapter 9, verse 1. Let's go to Jubilees chapter 9, verse 1. And I'm going to read this. Jubilees chapter 9 and verse 1, family. Jubilees chapter 9 and verse 1. And I'm about to show y'all another map, and it's going to make more sense to you who was given what. So let me read this. This is Jubilees chapter 9 and verse 1. It say, and Ham divided among his sons, and the first portion came forth for Cush toward the east, and to the west of him Mizraim, and to the west of him for Put, and to the west of him, and to the west thereof on the sea. What sea is that? The Sea of a Tail. Y'all remember the Sea of a Tail, South Atlantic Ocean. So what you know today as South Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, where the Bantu is dwelling at, our ancestors who migrated from the Levant to Africa is dwelling where Canaan was supposed to go. K. Judah, you just talking. Really? Let me show it to y'all. What this look like? And the first came forth for Cush, right? To the east. And to the west of him, Mizraim. And to the west of Mizraim, Put. And to the west of him, Canaan, what you know as South Africa, because he just said to the sea. What sea? The Sea of a Tail. This is all belong to Canaan. Remember, he didn't go to his inheritance. So let me bag it up so you can see it this way. This was given to Ham and his sons. Cush to the east, to the west of him, Mizraim, to the west of him is Put, and to the west of him is Canaan. There you go, family, sons of Ham. Sons of Ham. This is according to Jubilees chapter 9. I just want y'all to stare at it for a minute. Okay, so now we can move on because you see it for yourself. I just read Jubilees chapter 9, verse 1. And he said, Cush to the east, Mizraim to the west of him, Put to the west of him, and Canaan to the west of him by the sea. What sea? Let me bring it in. The Sea of a Tail, man. You can't make this up. You can't mess this up. You can't make this up. You can't mess this up. Come on now. I'm just going by what the book say. No private interpretation. I'm not adding nothing to it. I'm showing the maps. I'm going to the scriptures. I'm letting the Bible speak. This was given to Ham and his children, family. So all I'm trying to get you to see is that don't diminish your inheritance, family. Don't disrespect the Most High like that. Because our hands have not built anything that he gave us. He is the master builder and the creator of our inheritance. So how you just gonna disrespect him like that? We should be thankful we was given a blessed inheritance, because when you go back home, you receiving a blessing. And guess what? You're not going back to the continent. You going back home to where you belong. Ham been in his land and thriving for a long time. So how all of a sudden this your land now? When Egypt was already thriving and kicking when you went down there, when they sold Joseph. Egypt was already thriving and kicking. You wasn't in Egypt or Cush. Now, I'm not saying that our people never went down there maybe to live. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is that you was not dwelling there as an inheritance. That's what I'm saying. You were dwelling in places like Hebron, Ur of the Chaldeans, Beersheba, Bethel, and Ai. These are not places in the continent of Ham. And please don't think I believe in a so-called Middle East. That's why I say so-called. So-called Middle East. Ain't no such thing as a Middle East. But your inheritance is west and east. And that's what nobody don't want to say. See, they just want to tell us, they keep saying that little piece of dirt. Now you got to go east of the Jordan River and west of the Jordan River. That's a big old piece of land, but nobody don't want to tell our people that. So they keep lying to them, diminishing the Most High's inheritance to push an agenda and say that y'all want us to believe that that little piece of dirt where the Jewish people at is our inheritance. Man, I'm finna show you your inheritance, and it is big. I'm talking big. Let's keep going, man. Where I'm going now. Let's go to Jubilees chapter 8, and I'm only going to read 18 and 19 because we don't need to read everything, because it's not about all of Shem's inheritance. This is about what we was given. So I'm going to bring this in. Y'all can see that? Let's deal with it. So let's see, did Noah rejoice at the inheritance of Ham, or did Noah rejoice at the inheritance of Shem? Let me say it again. Let's see if Noah went crazy over the inheritance of Ham, or let's see if he went crazy over the inheritance of Shem. Let's see. This is Jubilees chapter 8 and verse 18 and 19. Jubilees chapter 8 and verse 18 and 19. And it reads, and Noah rejoiced that this portion came forth for Shem and for his sons. And he remembered all that he hath spoken with his mouth in prophecy. For he hath said, blessed be the Elohim of Shem, and may the Elohim dwell in the dwellings of Shem. And he knew that the Garden of Eden, no, the continent of Africa, is the holies of holies, and the dwellings of our Elohim and Mount Sinai. Can somebody do me a favor while I'm reading this? Can you go to Galatians chapter 4 and verse 25? Can somebody tell me what that say, please? Can somebody go to Galatians chapter 4? I'm going to keep reading. Can somebody go to Galatians chapter 4 and verse 25? Can y'all please tell me what that say, where Mount Sinai at? Let's see if it's in a continent or is it in another place over there by our land in the so-called Middle East. It says that in the Garden of Eden is the holies of holies, and the dwellings of our Elohim in Mount Sinai, the center of the desert, and Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. These three was created as holy places facing each other. He gave it to Shem, family. He gave it to Shem, family. Do y'all see that, what Positive just put in the chat? Do y'all see what Positive just put in the chat? It said that it said that Mount Sinai is in Arabia. You can't make this up, man. That's exactly where Mount Sinai is. K. Judah, you just talking. You just making up stuff. Really? Okay. You're going to have to explain this to me right here. Let's get it. I want to know why the top of this mountain is the only thing burnt. Why is the top of this mountain the only thing burnt at the top? Can somebody explain to me why the top of this mountain is the only thing burnt and the rest of the mountain is not burnt? This is in Arabia. This is Mount Sinai in Arabia. I want to know, why is the top of this mountain the only thing burnt? Can somebody explain this to me, people? Galatians 4:25 say that Mount Sinai is in Arabia and it is the center of the desert. This is the real Mount Sinai, family. And as you can see, Mount Sinai is in Arabia. It is not on the continent of Ham. So you have people telling you when we left Egypt, we went to South Africa. Bold-faced lie. Did we get the 10 Commandments in South Africa? No. Did we make a covenant in South Africa? No. Did they camp around the mountain when Yahshua spoke to them? No. Did they eat and see the glory of their Elohim? No. Not in South Africa. Have you ever noticed the people that tell you these things, they never use maps? Because the maps will expose them. And then if they say the maps are wrong, I got to show y'all something on Google Earth that's finna blow your mind. You can't make this up, family. I cannot make this up. So this the real Mount Sinai right here. That's why the only thing burnt is the top, family. Remember, he stood at the top of Mount Sinai, and it was on a fire, and it was smoking, and it burnt. Thank you, Mac Man. They have it blocked out for a reason. Absolutely. Thank you. That's right, Elder. It's a reason why they blocked this area off. The Most High is saving it for the children of Israel. When he say he gonna cause the wilderness to spring forth with water, he gonna bless his people, vegetation and greenery, he bringing you right back to where he brought the children of Israel, and he gonna plead with you face to face at this mountain. But they lying telling you that he taking you to the continent of Africa. But I can read scriptures where he say he gonna gather you out of Egypt. He gonna gather you out of Cush. That's book. Isaiah 11:11 say, I'm gonna gather you from Cush. I'm gonna gather you from Egypt. If he gonna gather you, why he won't just leave you there if that's your land? Why you won't just bring us all to the continent? Why you won't let us stay in Egypt, stay in Cush, stay in South Africa, stay in Nigeria, stay in Sudan, stay in Tanzania? Why? Let us stay there. That's our land. I want to show this too. The Garden of Eden, family, once they got off Mount Ararat, that's why he gave Abraham from the river Euphrates. The Garden of Eden was around that Mesopotamia area between two rivers called the Tigris and the Euphrates. The Garden of Eden was around this area. And look what's in the center. Saudi Arabia, which is Mount Sinai. You remember he said these face each other. He said it was given to Shem. And if I keep going below this, Jerusalem is down there, because you remember Mount Zion. He said they all face each other. It was given to Shem. So the Garden of Eden, Mount Sinai, and Mount Zion, they all face each other, family. It was given to Shem, not the Ham. Let's keep going. Now it's finna get interesting. Now we finna really seal the deal. Y'all ready? Let's go to Exodus chapter 23 and verse 28 to 31. And then we going right here to what you see on the screen. Let's go to Exodus 23 and verse 28 to 31. And then we about to prove what you see on the screen. Let's go to Exodus 23 and verse 28 to 31. Exodus 23 and verse 28 to 31. And let's see what he told Moses. Let's see what he told Moses. Let's see what he told Moses. This is Exodus 23. And verse 28 to 31. And it reads, and I will send hornets before thee, which will drive out the Hivites, the Canaanites, and the Hittites from before thee. I showed y'all that they took Lebanon, and all Canaan's children was dwelling west by the Mediterranean Sea in Lebanon. And they also was dwelling east, and we're going to prove that in a minute. They was also dwelling east. Verse 29, I would not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. But little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea, even unto the sea of the Philistines. What is the sea of the Philistines, people? The Mediterranean Sea. That's the sea of the Philistines. So why is the Most High mentioning the Philistines and mentioning the Great Sea if we was given the continent? That's all I'm asking. Verse 31 again. And I was set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. What desert? The wastelands of the Negev. The wastelands of the Negev, family. From the desert unto the river. That's that Wali Elaresh. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hands, and thou should drive them out from before thee. Let's go see when he start to drive them out. Now, I want you to look at what you see on the screen. We about to walk this down. So let me bag this up a little bit so you can see it for yourself. Let's go to Numbers chapter 21, verse 1 through 5. Numbers 21, and I'm almost done already. Yep, got a few more scriptures and we out of here, family. I told you, we out of here. Numbers 21, verse 1 through 5. Now you about to see when they start to take land east of the Jordan River. Remember, the Canaanites, Canaan's children, was dwelling west and east. Watch what you about to hear. Numbers 21, verse 1 through 5. And it reads, and when King Ararat, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of the spies, then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoners. And Israel vowed a vow unto our Elohim and said, if thou would indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. And the Elohim hearkened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of that place Hamah. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea. I thought they went down to South Africa, till they can pass the land of Edom. The land of Edom is not on the continent of Africa. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against Elohim and against Moses, wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt? No, man, what you doing? I thought y'all was still in Egypt. I thought y'all went from Egypt down to South Africa, but you just said they was out of Egypt. They was out of the continent as we know it. So what are they doing outside the continent? But they lying telling y'all they went from Egypt down to South Africa. What scriptures say that? Show me one scripture say we went down to South Africa. Just one. One. But when it don't fit their agenda, now the scriptures are made up. Not a white man lying. But anytime they feel a white man is telling the truth, when it fit their agenda, then they'll use it and say the white man telling the truth. But when they feel the white man added it in the book, then they'll say the white man added it in the book. Y'all see that? Nobody don't got nothing to do with this Bible as far as who wrote it, who orchestrated it, who wrote it down. It is all Israelites. Now, they have taken the book and have translated to where they got italics. But we understand that though. But we not finna allow on Yah and make up stuff to fit an agenda because we want something to fit and it don't fit. So you must have quit. It just don't fit. There is no scripture say we went down to South Africa, family. Not one. And it wasn't even called South Africa. All these new names, and it was called the land of Ham. That's what I know it is. Psalms 105, the land of Ham. So jump down to verse 10 to 13. 10 to 13. So as you see, we took down this king right here. King Ararat, okay? We took him down, right? That's why it's an Israelite victory. We took him down. Now watch what's about to happen. I'm not going to read Edom because we know what he did. He wouldn't let us pass through. He wouldn't let us pass through. You know, our brother mad at us because, you know, he sold his birthright, so he mad at us. He won't let us pass through. So what happened, KJ? Jump down to verse 10 to 13. 10 to 13. And it reads, and the children of Israel set forward and pitched in Obat, and they journeyed from Obat and pitched at Ajerbarim in the wilderness which is before Moab. What is we doing over here about Moab? Time out. What are we doing about Moab? Moab is east of the Jordan River with the Edomites, the Moabites, and the Ammonites. But I thought we stayed on the continent. What are we doing all the way over here east of the Jordan River, trying to pass through our brother's Edom land, all the way over here by Moab? Verse 12, verse 11 again. And they journeyed from Obat and pitched at Ajebarim in the wilderness which is before Moab toward the sun rising. Where do the sun rise at? It rises from the east, family. So the Bible just say we was east of the Jordan River where the sun rise at. You can't make this up, family. Verse 12. And from thence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zar. Here you go right here. Zared. But it say, yeah, the valley of Zared. Here go the valley of Zared, family, the Zared brook. So we're over here by Moab, right? Verse 13. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of the Arnon. Here you go. Here go the Arnon. This is the Arnon River. And look who we by now. The Amorites. Oh, the Bible is true. He said they was dwelling from west to east. The Ammonites is over here east of the Jordan River, over here with Edom, the Moabites, and the Ammonites. Here go the Ammonites at the top. So it is true when he said they was dwelling from east to west, west to east. Because here go Amorites, which is Sihon. So what happened? Because here go the Arnon River. We on the other side of the Arnon River. Here go Moab, but we on this side of the Arnon River by the Ammonites, the Amorites. So what happened, KJ? Verse 13 again. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of the Arnon, which is in the wilderness that coming out of the coast of the Amorites. From Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Do you not see that the Amorites is above the Arnon River and Moab is below the Arnon River? This is book, man. This is what the book say. And you can see it on the map right here. That the Amorites is above the Arnon River and the Moabites is below the Arnon River. You cannot make this up, family. So what happened? Jump down to verse 21 to 26. 21 to 26. Because now we about to have a fight with Sihon, king of the Amorites. And something happened. And you about to find out right now. Verse 21. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, let us pass through thy land. We will not turn into the field or into the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway until we be past our borders. And Sihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his borders. But Sihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel into the wilderness. And he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel. And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from the Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon. For the border of the children of Ammon was strong. And Israel took all these cities And Israel dwelt in the cities of the Amorites in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnan. What did the book just say? That the Amorites was dwelling above the Arnan River, and the Moabites was dwelling below the Arnan River. And the book just said that Sihon took above the Arnan River from Moab when he fought against him, and Moses and them took it from Sihon, who took it from the former king of Moab. Knowledge. So what happened, KJ? Jump down to verse 31 to 35. 31 to 35. Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took the villages thereof and drove out the Amorites that were there. And they turned and went up by the way of Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, went out against them and all his people to the battle of Idriah. And the Lord said unto Moses, fear him not, for I will deliver him into thy hand, and all his people, and his land. And thou should do unto him as thou didst unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So they smote him, and his sons, and all his people, until there was none left him alive, and they possessed his land. So let me bag this up. So this is Sihon. We beat him down. And the Bible say he was dwelling in Heshbon. There go Heshbon right here. So let me show you what happened. When Moses and them was trying to pass through the king's highway, he fought against the former king, and this is what it looked like. The Amorites fought against the former king of Moab and took the land, right? Took all the land from the Moabites, and it became the land of the Amorites. But then Moses and them, they went and fought against Sihon, and look what happened. It became the land of Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh. There you go, family. You can't make this up. Why did it become the land of Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh? Because Reuben went to Moses and said, we have found on this side Jordan that this land is for cattle. Very good land. We want to stay on this side Jordan. And Moses said, should your brothers go fight and you stay here? If you go fight with your brothers, you can have this land. Let's go see what happened. Let's go see what happened. Now, look at what Moses is about to say, y'all, to Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh. Now, remember, they want this land on this side Jordan. Let's see what Moses said. Let's go to Numbers 32. And I only got like 4 more scriptures after this. 4 more scriptures after this, and we done. Numbers 32. And I got 4 more scriptures after this, and we done. This is Numbers 32. And let's see what Gad, Reuben said to Moses. Now remember, this is east of the Jordan River, y'all. They fought Sihon, king of the Amorites, and they also fought a king by the name of Og, king of Bashan. This is east of the Jordan River, fam. We are way away from the continent as we know as Africa. We are all the way over here by our kinfolks' land, which is our brother Edom and our cousins, Moab and the Ammonites. But the Amorites fought against the former king of Moab and took his land, and it became the Amorites' land. And Moses fought against him and took his land and gave it to Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. This is Numbers chapter 32 and verse 1. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses, and to Eliezer the priest, and unto the princes of the congregation, saying, Atarat, and Daban, and Jazer, and Nimrah, and Heshbon, and Eliel, and Shebam, and Nebo, and beyond, even the country, the plains of Moab, which the Elohim smote before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore said they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan. Read that again, King Judah. And bring us not over Jordan, and bring us not over Jordan. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, should your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? Wherefore, okay, hold up. Jump down to verse 16 to 22. 16 to 22. Did y'all just hear what they asked Moses? We want to stay east of the Jordan River. We don't want to go over Jordan with our brothers. We want to stay right here. Moses says, should your brothers go fight and you going to stay here? Look at what Reuben and Gad and them said. Jump down to verse 16 to 21. And they came near unto him and said, we will build sheepfolds here for our cattle and cities for our little ones. But we ourselves would go ready on before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto their place. And our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We would not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. For we would not inherit with them on yonder side Jordan, west of the Jordan River, or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan, eastward. How can you mess this up? Reuben and Gad said, our inheritance has fallen to us eastward, not westward. But y'all still got people kicking against the Most High's inheritance. I mean, literally disrespecting Yah's inheritance, spitting on it. Verse 20, and Moses said unto them, if you would do this thing, if you will go on before the Lord to war, and will go all of you armed over Jordan before the Lord, until he have driven out his enemies from before him. There you go. Verse 22, and the land be subdued before the Lord. Then afterward, ye should return and be guiltless before the Lord and before Israel. And this land should be your possession before the Lord. So he gave it to him. And here you go right here. So after Moses told them that, and Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh crossed over the Jordan River to the west, and they helped their brethren. But remember, Moses could not cross over, right? I want to show y'all something. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 1 through 4. And I got 4 more scriptures after this. Here you go, family. I want y'all to see this. I need y'all help. What direction is Moses looking? I need y'all help, family. What direction is Moses looking, family? Can somebody help me out? If they was already east of the Jordan River and he could not cross over, what direction is he looking? Help y'all brother out. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Mac Man. Thank you, Johanna. This man is looking west, family. We can't make this up, family. That's all I'm trying to get y'all to see. What is going on in Israel that we are lying to our people? What agenda do y'all have? This is the truth. Moses looking west. He's on the east of the Jordan River, looking west. How y'all messing this up? They're not on the continent no more. He's in the plains of Moab, on Mount Nebo. Deuteronomy chapter 34. Where did Moses die? Let's see. Deuteronomy 34. verse 1 through 4. And it reads, and Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain Nebo. Come on. This is in the plains of Moab. When they took it from Sihon, king of the Amorites. Who took it from Moab? This is Mount Nebo. Moses looking west of the Jordan River. He looking west of the Jordan River. The Jordan River is right there. He beholding Canaan. He see all the good land, but he could not cross over. Make it make sense. Verse 34, chapter 34, 1 through 4. And Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. And the Elohim showed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan, and all Naphtali, and the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, and all the land of Judah, unto the uttermost sea. What is the uttermost sea, family? The Mediterranean Sea. Verse 3, and the south, and the plains of the valley of Jericho. There go Jericho. And the cities of palm trees unto Zoar. And the Lord said unto him, this is the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed. I will cause thee to see it with thy eyes, but thou should not go over thither. He could not cross over Jordan. Moses is looking west. Moses is looking west, family. You cannot make this up. Moses is looking west. He's on a side by his kinfolk, the Edomites, the Moabites, and the Ammonites. Y'all remember when the Bible said that Canaan's children was dwelling from west to east. They was on the east side fighting Sihon, king of the Amorites, and king of Bashan. These are Canaan's children. And they took them down, but Moses could not cross over Jordan. He's looking west. Make it make sense. Now I got to prove this other lie that people been telling. Let's go, family, to Joshua chapter 15 and verse 1 and 2. And I got three more scriptures. 1, 2, 3. 3 more scriptures after this. Let's go to this other lie that Jerusalem is in Ethiopia. This is just terrible. Let me show y'all something else. Hold up. Here go another picture you can see. Y'all remember, there go Mount Nebo. So Moses stood on top of the mountain, looking this way. And there go another picture you can see. A better view. The plains of Moab. Here go Heshbon. Here go Moab. Here go Mount Nebo. You can't make this up, man. Can't make this up. You can't make this up. So y'all see it this way too, showing you another way you can look at it. Moses is standing right here, east of the Jordan River, looking west. And he beheld all the land, but he could not cross over. So let's go to this, because I wanted to show y'all that. So now I got to show y'all. Let me see what I want now. And this how it became. Y'all see this? First it was like this. Let me bring it in. I got to show y'all this. Here go Edom. Here go Moab. And here go the Amorites that we fought against, right? Y'all see it with y'all eyes. Okay? Here go the Amorites. We fought against the Amorites right here. We fought against them. So once we took them down, this is what the land looked like. Now remember, they keep lying, telling y'all our land is little, right? Do this look little to y'all? Look at all this land, bro. Do this look little to y'all? Look at all this land, man. There go Lebanon. Y'all remember, Lebanon belonged to us. So once we took down Canaan's children, here you go. Every man get to enjoy his inheritance now. Yep. Y'all remember Joseph received a double portion. So you got Manasseh dwelling east of the Jordan River, and you got Manasseh dwelling west of the Jordan River. Okay? And there you go, family. And Judah land was so big that Simeon had his inheritance inside of Judah. Okay? And here go Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh. There you go. Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh, east of the Jordan River. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up, family. I'd rather tell the truth. I'd rather tell the truth. Lying don't get you nowhere. Lying to y'all's people don't get you nowhere. But you're going to get yourself in trouble, man. So y'all see it with your eyes, right? Let me back it up a little bit. That's all our land right here, y'all. You see it with your eyes right here. There you go. There you go, family. This was given to the children of Israel. And guess what? Guess what? All this area right here is in the middle of the earth, family. Yes, it is. It's in the middle of the earth, just like the Bible said. Because he said that the desert of Mount Sinai is the center of the desert. The center means the middle. The center. It's in the middle. Okay, now we didn't prove that. Here go the land. Y'all be holy with your eyes, family. Here we go. So now I got to go to Joshua 15 because I got to prove that in order for Jerusalem to be in Ethiopia, you need a Dead Sea. Why, K. Judah? Let me say it one more time. In order for Jerusalem to be in Ethiopia, you need a Dead Sea. Why? Because the Dead Sea is also called the Salt Sea. And Judah border or boundary was by the Dead Sea. Can I prove it? Let's go to Joshua 15, 1 and 2. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. So I want to prove to you that Judah was by the Dead Sea. And here you go. Jerusalem. Here go the Dead Sea. So let's go to Joshua 15, verse 1 and 2. Jerusalem is not in Ethiopia, family. Let me say it one more time. Jerusalem is not in Ethiopia. All lies. I challenge anybody. I need scripture. Show me where the Most High said that he placed Jerusalem, Mount Zion, in Ethiopia. Because I can go show you scriptures where he gonna gather us out of Ethiopia. From beyond the rivers of Cush, my dispersed shall bring my offering. But how is Jerusalem in Ethiopia if it's dispersed gonna bring his offering? Make it make sense. Jesus. Whew. Joshua 15 and verse 1 and 2, man. Dang. Joshua 15 verse 1 and 2, and it reads, this then was the lot of the children of Judah by their families, even unto the border of Edom. Edom is not in Ethiopia. He said the border of Edom. So for Jerusalem being Ethiopia, Edom got to be there. And I don't see Edom in Ethiopia. Make it make sense. From the border of Edom to the wilderness of Zin, southward was the uttermost part of the south coast, because Judah was in the south. When David fought the Jebusites, he fought them in the south. Verse 2, and their south border was from the shore of the Salt Sea, which is the Dead Sea. So Jerusalem or Judah was by the Dead Sea, family. So I want you to see this. I went and looked this up in the Encyclopedia Britannica. I asked the question, do Ethiopia have a Dead Sea? Here go another way you can look at it. Look. The Judean Hills. Here go Hebron. Here go Jerusalem. Guess what it's by? The Dead Sea. And then you got to look at this picture because Jerusalem is surrounded by mountains, right? And I got a video that I'm going to show y'all at the end because they keep lying, talking about Israel don't have mountains. Well, I'm about to show you a video where it do. Here go Mount Moriah. You remember Solomon built a temple on Mount Moriah, which is north of the city of David, which is Jerusalem. So I'm trying to understand if Jerusalem is by the Dead Sea, how can Jerusalem be in Ethiopia when I went to the Encyclopedia Britannica and it said this? I want y'all to see this. I asked, do Ethiopia have a Dead Sea? Look at what the Encyclopedia Britannica said. It say, according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, Ethiopia does not have a Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is a salt lake located between Israel and the Jordan in southwestern Asia and Ethiopia in eastern Africa, far from that region. We got a problem. This Jerusalem and Ethiopia thing, Judah was by the Dead Sea. Show me a map of Ethiopia, and I need to see a Dead Sea, and I need to see Judah on the map by the Dead Sea, which is called the Salt Sea. Can somebody show me a map of Ethiopia with a Dead Sea and Judah on the map in Ethiopia, dwelling by the Dead Sea, and his brother Edom dwelling below him or south of him? Can somebody show me a map, please? Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 10, and this is the last scripture. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 5, verse 1 through 7. I got to show you when David took Zion from the Jebusites. He fought them in the south. Let's prove that, and I got one more scripture after this. And then we out of here. Okay, let me see. Here you go. I'm going to show y'all in the back right here. Look. Y'all see this? The Jebusites? David fought them and took Jerusalem. It's called the city of David. And right here where it's green at, it say the south. David fought them in the south. And look, they go to Dead Sea again. Did y'all know that the Jordan River emptied itself into the Dead Sea? It don't matter what map you get. Guess what you're going to always see? The Sea of Galilee, the Jordan River, and the Dead Sea all lined up together. Why? Because the Jordan River emptied itself into the Dead Sea. The Jordan River emptied itself into the Dead Sea. And here go the Jebusites who was dwelling in Jerusalem first, and David fought against them and took it from them. Can I prove that? Yes, I can. Let's go to 2 Samuel, and I got one more scripture after this. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 5 and verse 1 through 7. 2 Samuel chapter 5 and verse 1 through 7. This is 2 Samuel chapter 5, verse 1 through 7. And it reads, Then came all the tribes of Israel to David unto Hebron. Hebron is not in Ethiopia. And spake, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. Also in time past, when Saul was king over us, thou was he that leadest out and broughtest Israel in. And the Elohim said to thee, Thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be captain over Israel. So all the elders of Israel came to the king to Hebron, and King David made a league with them in Hebron before the Elohim, and they anointed David king over Israel. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years. In Hebron, he reigned over Judah 7 years and 6 months. And in Jerusalem, he reigned 33 years over all Israel and Judah. And the king and his men went to Jerusalem unto the Jebusites, and the inhabitants of the land, which spake unto David, saying, Except thou take away the blind and the lame, thou shalt not come in hither, thinking David cannot come in hither. Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion. The same is the city of David. And he fought them. Here go the Jebusites on the map. And remember, you also got to remember, a lot of people like, oh man, there ain't no mountains around Judah and Jerusalem and Israel. All lies, family. Lies. You got the Judean hills. That's around Jerusalem, and mountains around Israel. I got a video. I'm finna show it to you. One more scripture and we out of here. I got something else I want to show you. Let's go, family. I'll come back to this. Hold up. We're going to come back. Let's go to the last scripture. 1 Kings chapter 10 and verse 1 and 2. 1 Kings chapter 10 and verse 1 and 2. And this will be last, family. This is the last scripture. First Kings chapter 2. I'm sorry, 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 1 and 2. I'm sorry, family. 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 1 and 2. Okay, here you go. Listen to this, family. 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 1 and 2. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, according to the name of our Elohim, she came to prove him with hard questions, and she came to Jerusalem. Hold up. I thought Jerusalem was in Ethiopia. Why she ain't just stay home? Why she had to come to Jerusalem if Jerusalem is in Ethiopia? Or let me ask that one more time. This is the Queen Sheba who was dwelling in Ethiopia. The Bible just says she came to Jerusalem. So how can Jerusalem be in Ethiopia where she just stay? She should have just stayed home to hear all his wisdom. Do y'all see how that don't make no sense? This woman came to Jerusalem, but they telling y'all Jerusalem is in Ethiopia. How? How? You don't come to a place when you could have just stayed home. That's where Jerusalem met in Mount Zion. That's where the temple of our Elohim met, Mount Moriah. Make it make sense. Please. That's it, family. That's it. Now I got this to show y'all, and then we out of here, man. I pray somebody got some understanding. I got about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll see if somebody got some questions. And okay, y'all see this right here? I want y'all to see this. Where is it? Y'all see this word? Let me bring it in close. There's an elder on YouTube, and everybody was trying to talk that mess to the elder, and the elder don't know what he talking about, and blah, blah, blah. Y'all see this word that say Ararat? A-R-A-D. Ararat. This is the same as what they call Telerad. This is actually in the Bible. It was in the location of Judah's inheritance. This is where the real Mount Zion was, in the city of David, in Judah and Jerusalem, right? So I want you to look at this word Ararat. Let's go. Let me see what I want. I think it's Judges 1 and 16. Judges chapter 1 and verse 16. Let me see. I want to show y'all something real quick. Telerad, what they call it today, that's where the real Mount Zion is. Yes, it is. The word is on the map, and it's a real location, and I'm about to read it to you. Judges chapter 1 and verse 16. Yep, that's what I want. Judges chapter 1 and verse 16. And it reads, and the children of the Kenites, Moses' father-in-law, went up out of the city of palm trees with the children of Judah into the wilderness of Judah, which lied in the south of Ararat, which lied in the south of Ararat, which lied in the south of Ararat. Okay, Judah, can you prove that though, brother? You saying it like we hear you saying it. Can you prove it though? Let's see. Ararat. Let me bring this in. Ararat. A town, southern Israel. Oh my God. Judges 1:16 just said they was in the south of Judah in the wilderness. When I look up the word Ararat from the Encyclopedia Britannica, it said Ararat is a town, southern Israel, in the northeast Negev, named from the biblical Ararat, the ruins of which are visible at Telerad. Make it make sense. The elder been showing us Ararat. And guess what? It sits on a hill. And behind it in the north where the temple was, it all makes sense. And it's even leveled as a plain. It's desolate. It's desolate. And the brother even showed when he say, and the foxes should dwell there. He's showing a video where a fox was actually walking across in the video. You can't make this up. What else I want to show? Okay, let me see. We showed that. Okay. I just want to show this. Okay. I want to show this. When the Assyrians took down the northern kingdom, I just want to show y'all this. In 722 BC, Assyria deported Israel. Survivors of Syria erased Israel, right? Now, they took them from here, which is Israel, and brought them to Assyria, right? Across the Euphrates River. And they took them into Assyria, and they was in captivity. But something happened. I want to show you this. Something happened. Something happened. I want to show y'all this. So when they was dwelling in Assyria, Second Ezra said this. Let me bring it in some. It says, 2 Ezra 13, 41 to 45. It say, but they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country, where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow path. That means they crossed back over the Euphrates River. Assyria took them over the Euphrates River. Now they crossing back over to go to a further country where mankind never dwelt, right? And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and he held still the flood till they was passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. And the same region is called Ararat. They went to North Africa, family. The 10 tribes went to North Africa, family, to a region called Ararat, which is also in the area of what they call today Algeria. This is your 10 tribes. They crossed back over the Euphrates. Now, a reason why I'm telling you this, because they migrated to Africa. So if Africa, the continent, is their inheritance, that would be their homeland. But the Most High say he scattered you out of your homeland. So if you migrated, why you didn't just go back home to Israel? Because you could not go back home to Israel. So you migrated to a further country from your homeland, which was in North Africa. And I got to show you one more about Judah. Let's see what Judah was scattered to. This is from the encyclopedia that I have called The Last 2 Million Years. Let's read this. It says, fate survives the dispersion. The crucifixion of Yahshua by AD 30 did not end the Israelite resistance to the Romans' occupation. In 70, when the country was again in a state of revolt, Jerusalem, the holy city, became the core of the resistance to the Romans. Titus, the son of Emperor Vespasian, proceeded to lay siege to Jerusalem. The city fell, and the inhabitants were enslaved in their thousands and dispersed throughout the Mediterranean world. So if they was already on the continent, why was they dispersed throughout the Mediterranean world? That means they was dwelling by the Mediterranean in their land and fled where, family? Where y'all think they fled to? To Africa, family. This is Judah in 70 AD. He fled into Africa to hide amongst Ham's children. It say, and dispersed throughout the Mediterranean world. This was the first dispersion, and the worst was to follow. Continual insurrection and revolt against Rome rule led to the total destruction of Jerusalem in 135. The city was renamed Aelia Capitolina, and all Jews was prohibited from entering it. a second and more important dispersion. So if Jerusalem is in Ethiopia and it just said that you couldn't enter in, how are you in Ethiopia? Because they wouldn't let you enter back into Jerusalem, but Jerusalem is in Ethiopia where you was allowed to enter in. And all Jews was prohibited from entering it. A second and more important dispersion now took place, and the whole of Judea was renamed Palestine. So there you go, family. It was never called Palestine. It was never called the land of Canaan. It was called the land flowing with milk and honey, or the promised land, but not Canaan, and most certainly not Palestine, and most certainly not Capitolina. So there you go, family. I got to show y'all this video and we done. Let me show y'all one more thing. Y'all see this? I'm going to read this from the screen. I will read this from the screen. Gilead and Bashan is east of the Jordan River. And here go the Yarmouk River. Okay? This is the Yarmouk River. Here go the Jordan River Valley. Now remember, on this side is west of the Jordan River, what Moses was looking at, right? But Gilead and Bashan is east of the Jordan River, and I want you to see what the Most High said that he's going to do. This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 14. Your flock will feast on lush pastures in fields of Bashan and Gilead, as you did in the good old days of long ago. There you go. This is not on the continent of Africa, Gilead and Bashan, that he said that you're going to feast on lush pastures. Somebody got to make this make sense to us, man. Make it make sense. Bashan and Gilead is east of the Jordan River, where the Ammonites, the Moabites, and the Edomites was dwelling at. So let me show you this video and I'm done, family. That's it. Stop screen. Let me show y'all the video. And I appreciate y'all participation. I thank y'all for y'all participation. Man, nobody never said it wasn't a part of Africa. See, that's why I be telling y'all, people don't listen. I'm not kicking against Africa. I said the continent as we know it, like that symbol that y'all always see, that African continent symbol, all that belongs to the children of Ham. We are Northeast Africa, but we do not have any inheritance on what we know as the continent where Ham is dwelling at. That belongs to his children. That's all I said, man. But people hear what they want to hear, family. I'm just keeping it real. People hear what they want to hear. Okay. Let me show y'all this video. And even when Abraham got ready to go down to Egypt, guess what direction he went? He went south because he was in the north. Ur of the Chaldeans and Haran is north. So he had to go down south too. Just like Canaan's children and Ham's children was going south because they was in the north. It all lines up, family. The only way to mess this up is that if you have an agenda. The only way to mess this up is if you have an agenda. Oh yeah, I could believe that because guess what? Eve and Adam, see, this what people, our land is Northeast Africa, right? So it's still a part of Africa. That's not, my plight or my fight. So Adam and Eve do come from the northeast part of what we know as Africa, dwelling in the Garden of Eden, which is around the Mesopotamia area. But the point that I'm making in this presentation is that brothers are teaching that the Jubilees that I just showed you, the part that was given to Ham, Eve and Adam don't come from there. They come from around the Euphrates and the Tigris River and the Mesopotamia area where the Garden of Eden was. That's why he gave Abraham from the Euphrates River. Why? Because the Most High knew that the Garden of Eden and Mount Sinai and Mount Zion is all in the inheritance of what he gave Shem, which is in the east, northeast. But according to our Israelite brothers who teach that the continent of Africa is your inheritance, that is not true. I just showed y'all it was given to Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. That's why you migrated there, because you don't come from there. You migrated there. Okay, let me show you this video, and then we out of here.
Discovered so far within the boundaries of the kingdom of Judah.
Sacrificial altar. This is the only place in Israel you find some holy stuff. It's the only time now we come here for this, to seek the Most High in His holy mountain. You say habitation is His holy mountain, right?
John.
Which holy mountain is it? Elias mountain surrounded Jerusalem.
What do y'all see in the back? Let me do my fair use. Thank y'all, my beloved family. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all keep me on point. Thank y'all. Hold on. Let me do my fair use. Thank y'all. I had to pause it. What do you see in the back? Mountains. They lied and told us there is no mountains in Israel. These are lies. When I take this off, I paused it. What do you see in the back? Mountains. This is in Ararat. When I just showed you on the map, Ararat in Judah, this is the real Mount Zion that has been leveled as a plain, desolate, a wilderness for the foxes of the field. Let me go back a little bit. Break it down, brother. Break it down.
Which holy mountain is it? Elias mountain surrounded Jerusalem.
Look at the mountains.
So this is the holiest place.
Mountains in the back, man.
And there's a video down there I want y'all to see too. That this is what we're liberating true Israelites. Right. So as we show you,
You see the mountains again? Let me go back a little bit. All y'all been lying to the children of Israel for them to hate their inheritance. But today you don't got to hate it no more, family, because you was blessed above all the sons of Noah. The Most High gave you the best land of all lands, and when Noah saw the blessings of Shem, it said that Noah rejoiced at the blessings of Shem. Let's let Ham enjoy his inheritance. He's blessed too. He was blessed. Big old continent. Big old plush pastures and lands and rivers and all type of things. But guess what? Migration is not inheritance. Or let me say that again. Migrations don't equate to inheritance. Your inheritance is from the west and east of the Jordan River. And guess what? That big old plot of land he gave you, be thankful for it, family, because you going home, Zion. And you not going to the continent. You coming out the continent and you going back to Zion.
we show you, according to Isaiah 64:10, Zion have become a wilderness. Mount Zion have become.
Do that not look like a hill to y'all? Or you got to walk up. That's a hill, family. Let me say that again. That's a hill, family. Mount Zion sits on his holy hill. That's a hill, family. This is in Ararat that I showed you on the map. Make it make sense.
And wilderness. And as we come to Mount Zion, and Mount Zion is desolate. I see something ahead of me. It's a fox.
It's a fox. He sees a fox. Y'all think that's by accident the Most High code with it. He allowed a fox to pass by, because in Lamentations chapter 5, verse 18, he say, because of the Mount Zion, which is desolate, the foxes walk in it.
So I'm taking my time to walk. I'm taking my time to walk up to see if I see. I've become a wilderness. Mount Zion have become a wilderness. And as we come to Mount Zion, and Mount Zion is desolate, I see something ahead of me. It's a fox. So I'm taking my time to walk up to see if I see. Just to show you, as the Bible tell you, fox was going to dwell in Mount Zion. Right? If you can see it, it's there. Corner around the corner.
You're going home, family. And I want to show y'all this. This is what we do over here, right here. We sword swing. We sword swing over here. We sword swing over here. We don't use private interpretation. We don't deceive our people by agendas. We have no agenda but Yah's agenda, Yahshua's agenda. We want our land back. We want our inheritance back. We ready to go home, and we going to Zion, his holy hill. We going to Mount Sinai, where he gonna plead with us face to face. He gonna make all things back for us. That's the Garden of Eden. The Bible say when we start to go back home, the trees gonna clap their hands. The grass gonna sing. Everything gonna blossom as a rose. Everything is gonna be dancing and clapping and singing and happy that the children of Israel is home. Because our mother been desolate for a long time, and the earth been groaning and moaning, and our mother is sad and depressed because her children are more of those born in the desolate than more than those that was born in the home. We going home, family, and rejoice and be glad in it. Now, I want y'all to know this. Prepare for the gainsaying, family. Prepare for men to get in their feelings and go do videos. Guess what? Don't cry. Show the proof that everything that I showed was wrong. That's what you do. Go into the Bible and show everything that I showed was wrong. Don't say I'm wrong. Show I'm wrong. Show that the Bible wrong. Let me show y'all one more thing before I go. And man, we ended this whole video under 3 hours. I told y'all we was gonna handle business. I got one more thing to show y'all. Let me open up my window again. And I want to show y'all that if anybody was to say, all your maps wrong, brother, everything you showing wrong, K. Judah. You know how they like to cry. Okay. Yeah, I am crazy. I am crazy. I bet you won't. Hey, I bet you won't go live with me. And I bet you won't go live with me and we swing this sword together, goofball. Yeah, I bet you that. Yeah, I bet you that. A lot of talking from the comment section. That's what niggas do. All them niggas always running their mouth. I told you, man, I can't stand a Negro that talk too much. Ain't got no channel, ain't proving nothing but talking. Let me show y'all this. I'm not gonna waste my time with a goofball. Let me open up my window and show y'all this. Because I can't make this up right here. I don't think nobody can make this up. This is Google Earth, right? And I want y'all to see that I put some marks down here. Yeah, I put some up. Did it come up? Okay, there you go. I'm gonna bring this in for y'all because I put some marks down here. Everything I showed on the maps line up. Here go Mount Ararat. Let me bring it in a little bit. Here go Mount Ararat. Hold on, let me bag it up. Whoa. Okay, here we go. They still had to come down south. Family, look. Still had to come down south to get inside of Egypt. Here go Mount Ararat. Had to come south to get into Egypt. And they saw Lebanon right here and took it. Now watch this. Let me show y'all. I'm going to put in Ararat and watch. Watch what it say. You can't make this up, man. Won't grows? Bet you won't. Because all you're going to do is come up there and want to talk to me. I don't want to talk. Y'all see this? It's the same thing that the brother was just at. Ararat. Remember, he showed y'all. There it go right there. It sits on the hill. That's what the brother was right here. On a mound, meaning a mountain or a hill, located west of the Dead Sea. Then I show y'all on the map that Judah is leveled as a plain, desolate, just like the. Let me read the rest of it. It say Ararat is an archaeological tale on a mound located west of the Dead Sea, about 10 kilometers west of modern. Hold up, whoa, time out. West of modern Israelis. I'm done. Let me get out of here, man. Surrounded. I'm done, bro. KJ is done. I'm done, bro. Oh, I'm going in and out. Yeah, him and his 6 subscribers, man, he don't want no smoke with me. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. And I say that humbly. I can't stand these talking Negroes. But I got about 10 minutes. Do anybody have any questions? I don't want this to drag on too long. But do anybody have any questions? I got about 10 minutes. If you want to do a Q&A with me, we can set it up another day. If you disagree with anything I say, we can set it up another day. But I guarantee you, none of these men will get on the panel with me and go with the scriptures and these maps. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. All they're going to do is get up here in their feelings and emotions and start talking to me, and I don't want to talk. I want proof. Bring your facts, man. That's what's wrong with you, Negro. You talk too much. Where the facts at? That's all we want is facts. Oh, okay. Hold on. I got you. Well, I chopped this video up. So this what happened. The elders gave me the video, but it's a Sakari on the video, but within the video, they showing the mountain. So I just give you the Sakari video. So let me get it real quick. And then I'm getting up out of here. I love y'all with the pure heart, man. Thank y'all for y'all participation. I pray somebody got some understanding. Like I say, the gang saying is going to come, and I'm prepared for it all, family. You better believe that. I'm prepared for it all. I live for this. Ain't nobody running from nothing. And I'm going to say this to y'all too. A lot of people, family, a lot of these people be bots. That's why I be saying too, like, man, I'm not worried about these people. A lot of the people be bots. Them don't be no real channels, man. Them people be bots, family. So don't even waste y'all time. They bots. Okay, here you go. Let me put the video in here. Okay, here go the link to the video, y'all. There y'all go. I just put it in the chat, Essential Group. I think it's the 10 first seconds. The 10, like the first 10 seconds. And then if you skip the video, you will see the mountains again. Thank you, Mac Man. Thank you, Mac Man. He said the earth is currently separating this very region from the continent of Africa. See the African Rift. Absolutely. And when you look that up, it's the East African Rift Zone. Thank you, Mac Man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, thank you, Jacobo. Y'all been bad for a long time, brother. Michael Jackson bad too. Say, family, do anybody got any questions? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down because I don't want this to drag on. I love y'all with the pure heart. If anybody want to do a Q&A, anybody have questions, anything they disagree with, hey, we can talk about it. But I don't want to do all that talking. Let's just bring out the proof. Let's just bring out the proof. And if it's going to be that, let's get it. Speculatory presentation, Brother K. Judah. Yeah, if you say so. If you say so. I told y'all, people hear and see what they want to see. I use all those scriptures and all them maps, and this person said it was speculatory. This a goofball. These people goofy, y'all. I'm serious. I can't waste my time with these people. Hey, family, did I bring out anything that was speculatory? What's wrong with these people? Did I say one time, this is what I think? This is what I believe? Or did I show y'all what the book say? Speculatory. Man, go start a channel and go teach. That's what y'all go do. Go start a channel and yeah, go start a channel and teach, man. That's what I'm saying. I read at least 30 scriptures, showed the maps, showed everything, walked it down, showed the river of Egypt that borders Israel, everything. Why the Ararat? Showed everything. Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh, Jordan, dwelling east of the Jordan River. The rest of the tribes west of the Jordan River. Showed it all. But they in their feelings. My sister Arka told me that was going to happen. She said, you finna get a lot of people in their feelings, and a lot of people going to come after you. And I told her, I'm built for it. I'm built for it. I don't care what these people say, man. But let's get up out of here. And I bet you they didn't even watch the whole lesson. Who want to bet me they in their feelings? Because the Most High and Yahshua just exposed the biggest lie known to Israel. That your inheritance is on a continent, but your inheritance is really Northeast Africa. But they have taught you to diminish your inheritance and uplift another man's inheritance. And now that stops today. Whoever still want to believe that, you go believe it. But we believe the truth of the scriptures. We believe in Lebanon and Gilead and Bashan. We believe that he's going to make Lebanon beautiful again. And Gilead and Bashan is going to drop down new wine. That's what we believe. I love y'all with the pure heart, man. Y'all just don't know how much I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat. Big salute to the family. And we going out like this because we are family.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, we are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might ain't have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
Man, I apologize, man. Jesus, man, I get so many people saying ain't no excuse for that. The brother said spectacular. I apologize. I thought the brother said something else, man. See, I told y'all, man, when you get so many people saying, you be saying stuff to the wrong people. I apologize, family. You said spectacular and I got it wrong and I got to apologize like a man. My bad. But anybody else who was saying, I don't care what you talking about. But the person that said spectacular, I apologize to you. You got to forgive your brother K. Judah, man. Sometimes my mind be racing, the gang saying be coming, and I'm just looking in the chat, it's moving fast on me, and I just thought you said something you didn't say. I apologize. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I don't mean no insult. But for all the rest of y'all who want to gang say, I bet you won't go do a Q&A with me. We could do a Q&A whenever you get ready, but I apologize to my good brother. I apologize. Hold on. Matter of fact, man, what's your name, man? Because I'm a man. When I'm wrong, I'm going to apologize. And one thing about me, I'm going to apologize. What's the person name, y'all? Please tell me. Can somebody get the name? What's the person name, man? I got to apologize. I got to say the person name like a man. That's what men do. When you're wrong, you got to say you're wrong. You got to apologize. What's the person name? Renee Royal. Renee Royal, I apologize to you. I thought you was somebody else, and I apologize. But the other person who was in here saying, the one that said, this nigga crazy, I bet you won't go live with me. I bet you $100 I'll cash out you. I bet you won't go live with me. I bet you won't. But Renee Royal, I thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, family. Thank all y'all. Thank all y'all, family, for y'all support. I appreciate you all. None of us like a gang saying person, man. Like, we know it's going to come, man, but when people just be running a mouth, family, as a man, like most men, we don't like a talker. Like, we don't like people talking all the time. Like, bro, just be quiet and either hit the link when I go live again or be quiet, bro. Be quiet. Y'all can go run and tell anybody y'all want, oh, you got a brother teaching it. Go get him. Go get him. Nobody don't run from no smoke, man. Not me. Not my brothers. Not the CUC. Not the brothers and sisters in the chat who also equipped with knowledge. Ain't nobody running from nothing, man. So Renee Royal, thank you. Thank you, man. Can I get some lessons from you? Yeah, they got a lot of lessons on the channel. Jonathan, a lot of lessons, man. You know, whatever you want to hear, whatever you whatever you lessons that you want to hear, brother, you could just go through the playlist. They all on a big salute to the Honey Badger gang. Yep, they all on my channel. I got all type of lessons. Most of my lessons is about Yahshua. Most of my lessons is about the king of Israel. But we teach other things also. So, yeah, we got plethora of lessons. Plethora of lessons. So to Renee Royal, thank you. Big salute to you. I apologize again. For all you other gang sales, I don't give you no shalom or no apology. But I'm apologize to my sister because she didn't deserve that. I thought she was somebody else gang saying like the rest of you Negro. But I'm going to be honest, though. A lot of the sisters, they don't be gang saying. It's you Negroes I got to deal with. Always running your mouth. But when I say come hit this link, you take our running. Pune. I don't want to talk to you. Not on the panel, I don't. I want to talk to you from the comment section. Yeah, just like I thought. In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams. Thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with the CUC family, the FOPE family, the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in this chat. I love y'all and I thank y'all. And I say Shabbat Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel. We going home, family, so look up. Your redemption draw now. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson bad, sword swinger for the nation, smooth criminal with the scriptures, Billie Jean and beat it. Beat it, all you haters. Beat it, beat it, beat it. You better beat it. I say shalom.